just want to give you a quick little overview of one of President Biden's proposals to reform the tax code. So there is a lot of talk, politicians on the news about increasing taxes. And I want to let you know, is it going to affect you? Is it not? And just to quickly take a look at it, it's important to take a look and see historically what a tax rate looked like. So here what we see is just a graph of what tax rates look like for different parts of the income spectrum over the last several decades. And so we can see the black line with the dots is what the tax rate we pay is, with the further left you're being, the less income you have, and the uber rich being on the far right. And we can actually see as the result of the 2017 tax law that the highest income earners in the United States actually pay a lower tax rate than the people that are in the middle class and working class. And so a big chunk of that is because the wealthiest income earners actually don't make all of their money from a paycheck the way you and I do. They make it from something that's called capital gains. So capital gains is when you buy or sell a stock that you've had in your possession for more than a year. And when you buy or sell that and you're making money that way, that is not considered income and taxed the way our paychecks are. And so the top 20% of income earners, 15% of their total income comes from capital gains. And the top 1% of income earners, it's actually 36%. And this number continues to increase the more and more and more wealthy you are. So for the people at the top of the income spectrum, their income is not being made from a paycheck, it's being made from investments in the stock market. And those investments are actually taxed at a very different rate. And so for people that make less than $40,000 a year in total, they don't pay any taxes on capital gains. For people that make between $40,000 and $441,450 a year, they pay 15% on capital gains. And people that make over that only pay 20%. And to put that into context, the people that, if they were making income from a paycheck at the highest amount, would be paying about 37% in taxes. And so the extreme wealthy end up actually paying a lower tax rate on their total income, since a lot of their income is coming from a different source that's taxed at a much lower rate. So Joe Biden has proposed to actually add a fourth bracket for income for capital gains taxes, that if you make over $1 million a year, that your capital gains will be taxed at the same rate that your income is, right? And so this will help add a little bit of what we call progressivity to the tax code, so that the super wealthy end up actually paying more in taxes than they currently are. And this actually isn't that historically unprecedented, as in the 1970s and early 1980s, the capital gains tax rate was exactly where Joe Biden is proposing it to be. And so we can see that historically over the last several decades, the capital gains rate has been on a decline. And Biden's proposal is to bring it back up to where it was in the late 1970s, early 1980s. And that is his proposal to increase, make it so that the wealthy are paying more in taxes. For the vast majority of you, this is going to have no impact on you. Your taxes aren't going to change. Great, that's just a little snapshot of a little bit about the tax code.